and we got my man right here, the Chicago conservative, based, sorry,
Well,
based,
let's go,
based,
guys. Thank you guys for
based.
having me on the show, man. I really appreciate it a lot. It's
Man,
gonna
we
be a good
appreciate
one.
having you, man.
This is gonna be a good one. The people don't know, but we know this is gonna be an
Yeah,
excellent show.
Oh yeah.
for
Amazing.
sure, for sure, for sure, for sure. Okay, good. We rocking out on YouTube. Let's go. Okay, it's running real smooth. What's going on YouTube? All right, all right. So just tell the people who you are, man. Let them know a little something.
So, you know what I'm saying? The Chicago Conservative, born and raised in Chicago, Illinois, and on Inglewood, Southside Chicago. And,
Yeah.
basically, I was one of the, I wouldn't really say I was political, but I always knew, like, something was up when it came to, like, the Democratic Party. And then it was like some old guy told me one day, like, if you vote Republican, you get lower taxes, which was ended up to be true when I'm, an adult. So then I'm like, it all started like in like 2016 with the Trump stuff, right? So
Right.
Trump ended up winning. They were calling him racist, and I was kind of following. I was kind of like falling for it, and like, okay, he raised that, this, that, and the third. But then, I be on YouTube a lot, and then I stumbled across some red pill content creators, and like those George, Jesse Lee Petersons, the Jordan
Yeah.
Petersons, and them like that, Ben Carsons and them like that, Byron Donalds, and I'm just stumbling across all these people, and they sounding like they got like they making sense. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and then when because and I'm a big numbers guy, and when I started looking at the numbers, I'm like, damn, like black people do, like, say kill black people at a higher rate than white folks do, and then
Yep.
white folks are getting killed by police more than black people because they're the majority and stuff like that.
Yep.
So I'm just looking at all these numbers, and then I stumbled across Candace Owens, which honestly she opened up my eyes, bro. Me and my wife, bro. I'm like, Black Lives Matter is a scam. I'm like, sweetheart, you see that shit? So I'm like, hold on. And then after the Black Lives Matter said, then Joe Biden was next. But let me explain the Black Lives Matter stuff. So I'm looking at this. I'm like, okay, this is definitely a scam, sweetheart, because this isn't going into no black communities. This isn't helping any like black families or anything like that. It's not really contributing to like no black lives at all. And then it's promoting all of this like chaos, like when it comes to destroying black-owned businesses. By the way,
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
sitting there like, so what's really up? And like, who's behind this? So I'm doing some research, right? And that's why and even you guys say, do your own research, bro. Like, don't just be listening to these crazy ass people out here. Like Black Twitter, Black Facebook. Black Facebook made me sick, by the way. But I'm just looking it up. I'm like, okay, George Soros. Who the hell is this guy? You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah, bro.
I'm like, who the hell is George Soros? So then I'm
Yeah.
looking like,
Yeah.
who
Yeah.
is this guy? And then we'll come to find out this dude is a white racist man. You feel what I'm saying? And then
Yep.
he also is funding stuff like Antifa, things like
Yep.
that. And
Yep.
I'm like, okay, something ain't smelling right. Then but then look, honestly, I started thinking, I started watching the Boondocks again too. Oh, just on some crazy shit, right? And then they was talking about Obama, talking about, Obama ain't this for black people. My Lambo is black, my president is black, and my Lambo's blue, all that crazy stuff. But then it's like, when you think about it, bro, they was really kind of spot on when they was saying like he ain't really do for black folks, bro. You know what I'm saying? I think that's
Yeah.
honestly why they got canceled, bro. When they started really calling out the homophobia and the all that stuff, they canceled the Boondocks after. I
Nah,
honestly,
what I learned about the Boondocks was that the writer was like he was like kind of like he from Chicago. He kind of could see it, so he was definitely more right than most blacks. But he also
mm,
was still like a revolutionary, so he still was
yeah,
playing
yeah, one of
both
those Black
sides.
Power type guys.
Yeah, so he still was playing both
FBAs.
sides. So he could call it like when we like they call us Uncle Ruckus, but Uncle Ruckus always had a job.
There you go.
Uncle Ruckus was working. Uncle Ruckus did not complain.
I
So
swear he did. He always
so it's
had a
like
job. Hey, that's a good
so
point, though. I never thought about it like that, though.
yeah.
That's
So
crazy. So,
meanwhile,
but
where
the,
where Robert work at? You feel me? Where the niggas that be where thug niggas them niggas stopped
right,
dropping music? What they was doing? You feel me?
Yeah,
So like Uncle
it was
Buck
broke,
never
word.
had a job, bro,
And Mr.
That's
Dubois.
crazy.
and Mr. Dubois,
Right.
right? He was a
Man, that's
lawyer,
crazy. He was a lawyer. Yep, yep.
right?
And what's crazy is that Obama did so much harm to America, especially with Obamacare. I started looking to Obamacare. I'm like, man, this kind of plummeted the economy. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? That everybody want to always throw Barack Obama in this and Barack Obama in that. I'm like, bro, Barack Obama, honestly, bro, was a terrible. He honestly was he Obama. I call him Obama because of what he did.
Obama.
Obama, yeah, because he was bombing kids in Lebanon and stuff like that. I don't even know if I should even get into all of that, bro.
Yeah, get into
And,
that.
and then you got Hillary Clinton. Then what she did in Bosnia. I don't know if you guys know that, but she basically was ignoring calls, and basically they ambushed the place, and there was no survivors, bro. They killed everybody, and Hillary knew this. You know what I'm saying? She even went up to the stand for this, bro. Like, and she's like, everybody knows she ain't no good. But I just goes to say that just led me to Joe Biden, the current president. I'm like, okay, now who was Joe Biden? He was our vice president, right? But then I started looking into this guy. I'm like, he a damn racist too. And I'm like, okay, he said, bro, he said a eulogy, bro, at Robert Byrd's funeral, bro. Do you know who Robert Byrd is, bro?
Head of the
Well, I'm
KKK.
pretty sure you know. I mean, I ain't gotta say it to you.
Yeah,
I know y'all know, but I'm saying like when people don't know this, but then y'all say, "Oh, yeah, Joe," Glorilla and all these stupid celebrities. Y'all are literally supporting a real racist here, though, bro.
yeah.
You
It
know what I'm
actually don't
saying?
make no sense. It's quite like mind-boggling because it's like they project so much on us, but they are literally doing what they accuse of. They are literally polishing the racist white man's boot, like
Yep.
quite literally, like up there shucking and jiving, shaking ass on a stage, bro. Like what are we
Lyndon B.
doing?
Johnson, Lyndon B. Johnson, he just like this in his grave right now.
Yeah, my man is
Yeah,
like,
yeah, Negroes,
yeah,
yeah,
like
gotcha. You feel what I'm saying? It's like
man,
when I looked into him, it's like he said, and I'm quoting this man by the way, guys. We're gonna have these. I don't even want to risk it, but
niggas,
you
niggas,
ain't saying, but at the at the end,
niggers,
right? He
all
said,
that.
right? He said the actual, you know what I'm saying, racist term, voting Democrat for over 200 plus years, bro. And it's like it's looking like we're gonna prove this man right if we don't wake up soon, bro. That's why I'm like we
Yeah,
need people like you and me out here to expose the truth, bro. It's
yeah.
insane.
Yeah, and that's all we gotta do, man. Because we gotta do is just present the truth. We can't force you to accept it.
Nope.
Like it's a nigga in my comments right now. Oh, and we say nigga a lot. We say it a lot. So you good,
Bro,
bro.
you ain't got, hey man, look, you ain't
Yeah.
gotta, yes
So
sir, man.
the dude in my comments, bro, my man is just posting sermons under that, like whole essays,
Sermons.
just I don't like how y'all talk about black. I don't even care for real, but y'all both talking about black people this and that. I'm like, bro, you sitting here talking about you mad for the community. You need to be mad at the niggas that's killing each other. What you mad
Yeah,
at us?
exactly,
We on
bro.
YouTube. We ain't even doing
Yeah,
nothing, bro.
facts.
Like,
Like, and that's what I'm saying. Y'all anger is misguided, bro. We just
yeah,
two dudes talking on YouTube trying to actually help y'all. We trying to help
yeah,
y'all stay alive. That's the
yeah.
crazy part. Then I noticed
Literally,
y'all are big time. I noticed y'all big time. Well, me personally, I'm a Hebrew Israelite, but I know y'all really religious. You know what I'm saying? And I peeped that, and I'm like, okay, I can really rock with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all looking for salvation. You feel me? So and
yeah,
then it's like. And that's what got me into YouTube for real. It's like, yeah, man, I gotta step in, bro, because it's like the people gotta know that this. And I'm from Chicago. And then even my name sounds stupid to some of these people. Like, oh, it's conservatives in Chicago. I'm like yes, bro. What do you mean? Like, I'm yes, bro. Like, it don't even make sense. Like how people think that Chicago. I mean, well, it is kind of like a zoo, but it's like that's the perception. That's the perception that us black folks put on ourselves, bro. Like we can't blame nobody else but ourselves for that. But when I say stuff like this, oh, I'm an Uncle Tom. But if you read Uncle Tom,
yep,
if you actually read Uncle Tom's Cabin, the actual book, he died not telling on two runaway slaves, bro. Two runaway women slaves at that.
yeah,
He died because he didn't snitch. And that book, bro, ultimately led to the Civil War, bro. We know what the Civil War was. It led to the freedom of slaves. Who died in that war? Tell me that, black folks. How many white people died in that war? Do they deserve reparations too?
Yep.
But when I say, oh, we don't need reparations, oh, you a coon, you this, that, like, bro, I get it all day, bro, all day long.
Dang.
You know what I'm
This,
saying?
what we
Okay,
gonna do?
my wife is right here, y'all. She a big
Hey,
fan. I was telling y'all
Hey,
about.
Hey,
hey.
girl.
hey, you ain't got no accommodations. I
Okay.
need a sectional.
Oh, did you?
Ah,
Oh, did you need some?
Off your shoulder.
Okay, I
Off your
said.
shoulder.
That's what I'm saying. I think my wife and Zaza should do videos together because y'all will
I'm
do
down.
I'll do numbers, bro. Because the black women conservatives are lacking, bro. So I'm like, bro,
They
oh,
Candace
are.
Owens didn't even know how much justice she did, bro. Seriously.
yeah. She helped us a lot too. It's amazing that people don't like her. It's actually
It's
amazing.
ridiculous.
Like I don't understand it.
Okay.
I ain't gonna be long. I mean, to me, it's not really. It ain't. It's not a surprise because they don't like the truth. If I'm being honest, they don't like
Yep.
accept no kind of truth at all. So it's like they want to pin her as the bad person or her. What do they want to say? Getting her fan base off of talking about black people, which isn't true. She's just basically like speaking facts about really what's going on out here.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like
Yep.
black people feel like, oh, just because we're black, we gotta stay together no matter what we do. We can't do nothing wrong, which is false.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, no,
that's a demonic mindset, bro.
yeah.
That is a demonic mindset.
Yeah.
That's gonna lead to nothing but more hell than we already having. And what you said earlier about the anger being misguided, so I've realized what it is, and Jesse Lee Peterson said this, which sums it up so perfectly. Is and I'm gonna put my own spin to it. Is what happened is the black community is a matriarchy. The women are in
Mhm.
charge. Most kids are born to single moms, so the mom is the head of the household, which means they're the head of raising the next generation. So
There
these
you
kids
go.
lashing out and doing all this stuff and just anger is they getting their identity from their mama. So this anger that they have from that yearning they have for their father, which is their physical father and a spiritual father, they taking that anger and the TV is telling them the white man is the reason why you feel like this. The conservative is the reason why you feel like this. The coon is the reason you feel like this. So when they see it, somebody like us, they're like, "Oh, I heard about you. You one of them. You were Uncle Tom. You were this. You were that. Motherfuckers are smoke." It's just
Right.
complete misdirection. So they're not looking at themselves like, "Damn, maybe I got a problem." No, no, no. It's this nigga got a problem.
Right.
We saw a clip on the news that was literally saying, I think it was Joy Reid or one of them was saying that the white conservatives
Oh,
is boy, we about to
Lord
get
have
down here, bro.
mercy, bro. Not
They
Joy
were saying
Reid.
that the white conservative is the biggest threat to us, like to the rest of the world. I'm like, how the hell is these people living on the farm a
If they
threat to me?
okay, if okay, I just want to piggyback off that, off what you just literally said. What did Malcolm X say? What is the biggest threat to America? He said
White
white.
liberal.
Thank you, bro.
And that's true.
And that's coming from Malcolm X. That's why I'm like,
Yeah,
all you gotta do is your research. Why are you listening to Joy Reid? But continue, bro. I just want to throw that in there.
yeah, it's amazing. It, is
Hello?
he still with us? It got kind of quiet.
Uh-oh.
Hope he didn't cut out actual recorders. I don't think we having technical difficulties. I don't see him or hear him.
Oh, he can still see him at the bottom. Or is
Can
it
y'all
just
hear
me?
me?
No. Oh yeah, we can now. Kind of cut out for a little bit.
Okay, cool, cool. There y'all go.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. But it's misdirected anger, and that's how they want the world. We say the black people is the perfect template for a global citizen, bro. They want everybody black in ideology because they easy to control. You see how easy these niggas get to looting and rioting and destroying stuff.
Yes,
How do you
yes.
how do you think you get to a point where there's a food desert? They don't just the companies don't just say, "Well, I'm going to take it out of the black community because I'm racist." No, they said we're not turning a profit. Y'all destroying all our stuff. Y'all killing our workers. It's literally not profitable to be there. So we're going to pull out. And when
Right.
all of the companies doing that, next thing you know, oh, we got to drive 15, 20, 30 miles to get to the grocery store because y'all looted
Because
everything that we had.
thank you, bro. Y'all messing
Yeah,
up everything. Y'all looting your own damn neighborhood businesses,
yeah,
bro. What do you mean? Y'all are
it's not.
stealing. You think you can't do
Yeah,
that? Like what the
Constantly.
hell?
But nothing they do is wrong, though.
Constantly. Yeah, right.
Lord have
yeah,
mercy.
yeah. You can't do that, man.
It
It's
don't make
the
sense.
cognitive dissonance is crazy. That's why I say you're the perfect template for the global citizen because whenever they snap their fingers, y'all doing what they want y'all to do.
There you go,
All they
man.
did was mention Project 2025 at the BET Awards, and them niggas lost their mind. Bro, Taraji said,
I didn't even
bro,
watch it. We
bro,
don't get into all of that. I didn't watch it at all. I didn't watch it.
I like watching that type of stuff for research purposes because I know it's gonna be chock full of propaganda. So I like to be ahead of the community.
Yeah.
So we watched it, and I'm like, wow, they definitely about to start talking about Project 2025. And guess what? They did immediately as soon as Taraji let it come out her mouth.
It's crazy to me.
Look up Google search trends.
It's crazy to me how everybody keeps talking about Project 2025 when Trump consistently says that it has nothing to do with him.
Yep.
Yes.
Did you guys?
He lying.
Did you? And that's the thing. They don't read anything. They don't even know their own history. They just go off what they hear in the media, and it's not. It's like. Okay. It's like they don't even really go off. Even the news, like they just go off. One person can make a video on TikTok or Facebook or whatever the case may be, and they run with it. Just how they was like, oh, well, Trump is in office, everybody finna lose their food stamp, they housing, blah 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 blah. I work for the state. Ain't nobody. That's a lie.
Mm-hmm.
It's a complete lie. One person say something and everybody else swear that they know what's going on when. 9 out of 10, majority of them didn't even read Project 2025. So it's like, y'all, it ain't got nothing to do with him, but the fact that y'all still didn't read it yourselves, y'all still running with this narrative.
Exactly.
And everybody trying to lose their shit. I'm sorry, can I curse?
Yeah,
go ahead.
Everybody trying to lose their stuff. And it's like, at the end of the day, I don't really care about it because we're not really affected by it. We work hard for everything that we have.
I don't care about reparations. Y'all gave y'all reparations to the Asians already. 17 what? Plus $1 trillion, bro. Like, come on, and that's coming from Dr. Umar, his grifting ass.
Right.
Umar, so you know it's bad. Yep. Literally.
I want to show y'all something. Check this
out.
Because this we like checking this stuff out. Hold on, let me show you real quick.
So what we was talking about with how they dropped the Project 2025 into the black psyche. Yeah. We watched it happen in real time because the BET Award was June 30th of last year. And you go to the Google search trends, you can literally see, we looked up when people started looking up Project 2025. You can see that it spikes right after June 30th.
They got that much influence.
Yep. And you want to see
right after she said it on TV.
And look when it spiked again when they started the propaganda for Trump so Trump don't get elected.
Right after November 6th.
Look,
November. Yeah, that's right around
election. Yep.
It's so predictable.
That is insane. That is insane. How do y'all know this stuff, man?
Bro, it's when you see it.
That is crazy.
When you see it, you can't unsee it.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's how I feel about just becoming conservative.
And that statistic came from just specifically black folks or everybody?
No, just overall.
Well, it came from overall, but the bulk of it probably came from the black because of the timing. Like a little bit before the peak, it was on an upward trend, that's for sure. But it literally peaked like right after June 30th. From the week of the June 30th is when it peaked.
Sounds. Because black folks, they always on the internet anyway, so that do make sense. Yeah, that do make sense.
Right. So what probably happened first was it happened on BET, right? And then the people who actually try to do their research, they looked it up, on Google. Then it hit Facebook. That's where the rest of the people started seeing all these little posts about Project 2025, and then they went to actually look it up on Google.
Yeah.
But they kind of delayed because they got to get that information from not Google. They got to look it up on Facebook or one of their friends, some third party.
Right. That's what I said. Like Facebook.
And you know what I noticed when I see people talking about it, they don't go to the Project 2025 actual website. No. They go to democracynow.com and read a Democrat rendition of the Project 2025. Yeah. And it's like, why don't you just go to the
bias?
Go
That's
to the
bias.
website. Yeah, because
Exactly. Right.
they don't trust their own discernment, bro. They don't trust to look at something
But
and be
even
able to
then,
make their own thoughts.
right, but even then, even if you do look at Project 2025, what the hell that got to do with Donald Trump?
Right.
He don't even support Project 2025, so you basically just wasted time regardless. Like, it's all a waste of time. Because I'm like, I don't get it.
Sounds, and this is the deflection that we be talking about. They want to shift people's focus to Project 2025 instead of Agenda 2030. That's what they want to do. They don't want people looking at Agenda 2030. They want to scare you with this Project 2025 so you don't look up Agenda 2030. You see, it's like the little semantics because it sounds similar, but it's just slightly different. So when you put your attention to this, you don't even have to look up Agenda 2030 because oh, that's some Google. It's bad. I'm not even going to look into it. But what you should look into is because this is what's actually going to happen. This is actually the people pulling the strings, and you will actually be a global citizen. But they don't care about that. They don't care. They just care that the Republicans are going to get office as if it's the end of the world. And you know what's even funny about the Project 2025 thing? They love saying, oh, it's over 900 pages. You read all that? No, nigga, I read the outline. Why don't you read the outline? Why do I have to sit there and read 1,000 pages just so I can try to explain it to you for you to say, I don't want to hear that?
Literally.
Like, bro,
they don't even want to hear it anyways.
Bro, you don't want to hear it anyway, bro. I'm not gonna waste my time,
At all.
breath, or energy, bro.
Nah.
And what something that amazed me was how Trump, like I said, Trump been said that he don't have nothing to do with Project 2025, but they still don't believe him. But if the Democrats was to say, oh, we don't have anything to do with that, it's okay. But this man has said it over and over and over again, and people still like trying to play as he telling a story or something like that. Well, like, why is it that y'all can't believe a Republican, but y'all believe anything a Democrat says?
Because they got about that Democratic stronghold, man.
Is because to be black is to be Democrat. They done made black.
That's what Joe Biden said, right?
Yeah.
Right, that's what Joe Biden said.
What he said, bro.
Yep.
He said it's a Charlemagne the God out of all people, though. You gotta think about that. Who was Charlemagne the God? The Breakfast Club and all that crap. Black. You feel what I'm saying? He know what he doing. That's what I'm like, bro. It don't even take a rocket scientist to even catch on to this stuff no more, bro.
Really don't.
And I want to like just real quick. I want to just stress the seriousness of why we even talk about the black community so much because, with us being only 13% of the population, there is an agenda.
I think it's less than that.
Yeah, it's actually like 12 now. We look
That's thank you. That's why I'm like, they be saying, oh, we're 20%. I'm like, 20? I'm like,
oh, no, it's definitely.
That's why I'm like, but these niggas kill each other all day long, bro. Like, I know it's not, it can't be that high, bro. Then abortion clinics don't make it no better. It's not like we having babies. Well, we having babies, but I'm not, you know what I'm saying? As far as like, the majority of black community, like, they not trying to have family structure, bro. It's insane.
They're not. They trying to the reason why they push the propaganda on the black community so much is because people's innate desire to want to be with the like hang with the cool kids, right? The black people, they seem cool. They dropped out again. All right, they dropped out. Can you hear us? Can you see us? Y'all good? Can y'all hear us? See us?
Yeah, I can see you.
It's breaking up a little bit.
It's breaking up a little bit. It's probably our Wi-Fi because we in the basement. Okay, you guys back. Now. Okay, we're good.
Okay, yeah. So I was saying the reason they push propaganda on the black community so much is because people's innate want to be with the cool kids because the blacks are cool. Like we not gonna act like we don't got the swag, the sauce. It's cool to be black.
The seasoning.
So, yeah, all that. So it's cool to be black. So they really want everybody to look at black people and be like, what they're doing is cool. So when niggas do degenerate stuff, it's cool. So when you get used to doing that type of stuff, and when you control like that, they want everybody to mimic what black people is doing because black people do have the power of influence. We do. We got a lot of buying power too. Yeah. Exactly. So if we can influence people to use their buying power or their brain to do whatever the Democrats want them to do, it's pretty much everybody else is cooked because
Yeah,
they got the machine behind them. And the Republicans are so spineless, and they Democrats too at this point. Like we don't have no real
yeah,
conservatives in the
yeah,
Republican
man.
Party,
I,
you know. So it's really like I'm surprised that Trump won. I ain't gonna lie, I'm still surprised because I was thinking he's not gonna win because the machine is too strong. They put
mm.
the propaganda in overload for Kamala. She was that bad of a candidate that they literally ran an AI campaign.
Literally.
They are, bro. Yeah, it's like it's not far from it. Yeah,
If I'm being honest, I kind of knew he was gonna win because
I knew it was gonna be a landslide, bro. I knew it
Kamala,
had to been.
she focused so much on the black community when we're not the majority.
But our country was on the line, bro. We're about to get blown up. Like fuck all the crazy shit, bro. Like, bro, if Trump didn't win, we're dead, bro. At this point, like groceries are like this, bro. I don't, bro. People don't even realize how bad Joe Biden was, bro. That's the crazy part.
It's a shame
Like,
they
oh,
don't realize.
gas ain't up, groceries ain't up, bro. What world are you living in, bro? That's how I know y'all ass living on food stamps, bro. Because it's like, bro, if you ain't had a job during Joe Biden, bro, that's the only people that didn't feel affected, bro. Because a damn illegal immigrant that's probably a criminal, or somebody that's, you know what I'm saying, living on government assistance. They're probably the only people that didn't get affected by the Biden presidency.
But
If you
that's
work, if you get taxed, or if you have a business, bro, you were cooked. You didn't have a shot.
Yeah, but that's what they want. They want you to not be worried because they're gonna take care of you regardless. That's what they
Communism,
want.
bro.
That's what they. It's yes,
Yep.
literally communism.
Literally,
You don't
bro.
have the racist companies took their business out of your neighborhood. So what you gonna do? Oh, we'll give you this. We'll give you a state sanctioned or state funded grocery store where the prices are set. That sound good to a nigga with no job. That sound good to a nigga that's not working. You
Yeah,
feel me?
and that's what I said. That's what the Democrats always do. Here, we'll give you this. We'll give you that. Free, free.
Right.
Black people love free, bro.
Yeah.
Free, free this, free that.
Ain't
And
nothing
they
free.
really buying your vote, bro. They're
Ain't
buying your
nothing
vote.
free. Nothing is free. There's
Nothing,
cost
bro.
to
We paying
everything.
for that, taxpayers, bro.
Exactly.
Yep.
And then they keep voting the same people. And then, bro, it's crazy how they like, oh, now Trump won. Now what he gonna do for black folks? Bro. It's not Trump, bro. It's the local elections, bro. It's your mayor. It's your governor. It's your alderman,
They don't
bro.
even go out and vote when
That's what I'm like, niggas don't even
they're
vote. Niggas don't even vote. That's what I'm like, y'all don't even know what is what. That's what I'm like, bro. Then when we try to educate y'all, oh, get out of my face. I don't want to hear that. You feel what I'm saying? But okay, cool then. And then when I get moved out the hood and become a business owner, now y'all and then become rich. Now y'all, oh, let's tax the rich. Let's tax, and that's why I hate about Bernie Sanders, bro. That's why I'm like, bro, I don't see how this dude is not locked up, bro. This is crazy. Like, this dude literally make books about communism, bro. Like, if I'm being honest with you, this dude say, oh, let's tax the billionaires. But then he become a millionaire, right? Now he gonna say, oh, let's tax the billionaires. Like, bro, like, it don't even take a rocket scientist to know what the hell this dude is doing, bro.
right.
Now first you want to tax the millionaires, but now you become a millionaire because you getting big ass donors. But now you want to tax the billionaires? What the hell, bro? Like that don't even make sense. That's what like anybody with a normal brain, bro, could comprehend.
You know what makes even less sense? These Negroes advocated for reparations so they could become the rich and
Yeah.
pay so much, and then turning around and voted for somebody who doesn't want them to have any money.
My thing is this: give the Negroes the reparations. What they gonna spend it on? They gonna give it right back to the white folks. They gonna give it right back to them.
Every time I bring that up to somebody, well, what does it matter what they do with their money? Y'all just want free shit to spend it on Balenciagas and all this expensive stuff.
Oh my
Like,
god.
This definitely getting monetized, by the way.
I'm sorry.
But it's cool though. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. I'm just
Oh,
saying.
God.
What a conversation, man, for sure.
it hurts my feelings to hear these people say, "What? Why do you?" First off, how you gonna say why you care about what we're gonna spend our money? On? Don't y'all niggas literally spend y'all lives worry about how other people spend their money? Ain't that the whole crux of y'all position?
Exactly.
Ain't that the whole crux of being a communist? Is worried about how other people spending their money.
There you go. Right.
Pocket watching
I don't get it, bro.
There you
But
go.
now all of a sudden, when niggas want to watch your pockets, now don't worry about me. We
now
good
y'all
over
want
here.
privacy all of a sudden.
Okay, buddy.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's what they always. And that's what I'm saying, bro. Like that's that crab in the barrel mindset that keep black folks down. Oh, and then like you said, communism. Oh, be poor with me. I'm poor, so I want you to be poor with me too. Like, no, that's not how this works, bro. I'm trying to get out of this. First of all, I don't want to keep looking over my shoulder, knowing if I'm gonna get murdered or not, bro.
Right.
Like nobody wants to live like that. That's real hell, bro. That's real hell. Seriously.
Yes, that's exactly what it is. It's the hell inside of you is they trying to make that a reality in the world because human beings are evil. So they trying to capitalize on that
inherently evil too.
Yeah, inherently. They're trying to make that the standard. To where
see, man, he's ahead of his time, bro. Like that's what I'm saying. Like, bro is ahead of his time, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. But I'm sorry. Go ahead. Listen, I'm listening.
Nah, you good. Yeah, they want that hell that people got inside on outside. They want that. They want it everywhere. That's what Jesse Lee Peterson be saying is because what your world, you are your world. If you in hell, that's your hell. They want people to think that the hell that's happening outside of them is happening in the world itself. No, the world is made up of people. The people have hell, and they are causing hell on other people. That's what it is. That's why you get the hell away from these motherfuckers. You get away from them, you get away from them, bro. I'm not. No, sir. No, sir. But I do want to talk about something because when we was talking the other day, I'm gonna just pull it up. Hold on.
Oh man, I know the handshake. I know the bird man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Lord.
Yeah. So for the people that don't know what's going on, this is the mayor of Dalton. It's a suburb in Chicago. I mean, not in Chicago. No, not in Chicago.
Outside.
It's a suburb outside of Chicago.
Yeah.
So this is what
we begin with breaking news. A fist fight breaks out at Tiffany Henyard's Thornton Township meeting tonight, and witnesses say Henyard herself jumped onto the pile.
Yeah, so take a look at this. Videos all over social media tonight. It happened as a community activist and frequent Henyard critic was speaking. He apparently insulted Henyard, calling her a name. That's when a witness says Henyard's boyfriend confronted him. That's when the chaos ensued. The witness says Henyard pushed her table out of the way, ran to the back of the room to join in. Police are there. We're going to keep you updated.
Okay, so we all saw what happened.
Yes, I did.
It happened.
You see her right here with her glorious brown wig.
There you go.
Community activists.
Look at her run from across the room, right? From across the room.
Yeah.
He has no business running across the room. This is the mayor of Dalton, right?
Yes.
And so that what I want to talk about regarding that is the relationship that the Chicagoans have with people like that claim to be Republican or Trump supporters or whatever. And you should know where we're going with this. You should know where we're going with this.
Oh my!
Because when you sent me this video and I was watching, I was losing time off my life, bro. I literally felt like I was losing my. I'm like, this is crazy.
I think it's muted.
Oh, hold on. Muted.
My homegirl.
Is mute? Okay, hold on.
Oh boy.
Hold on.
Yeah, we could get messy.
Oh wait.
That's what I'm like, y'all leave first.
Hold on. If it's muted, then let me. Sound better. But anyway, well, I'm gonna just try to explain it the best I can. Essentially, this girl, so who like, is she the head of Chicago Red or like what is her position? In Chicago Red?
So P. Ray is the head of Chicago Red. She's the president. Yeah.
Presidente.
Of Chicago Red.
Okay. Yeah, I'm the vice president.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So we did a video on her almost a year ago when we was living in Chicago. Yeah, about a year ago.
Yeah.
And we were very critical of the Chicago Red movement because we could see the values of the group or the people in the group rather.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with the sentiment. Make Chicago red. I'm all for it. But just seeing how the people move and where their actual head is at is it's not gonna do it. It's not gonna happen because the people that wants it to go red, that's in the head of these organizations, is still just so pro black that they're still separating themselves from the rest of the population and still with this collectivist ideology. That is Democrat, that is communist, that is socialist. You are literally incompatible with the Republican Party thinking that way.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no way in hell that you're gonna be voting Trump, Republican alderman, Republican congressman, Republican mayor, governor. You're not gonna do it because you don't understand. You didn't have the heart change. You
Right.
still
Yeah.
still
You
black.
instantly
Still
convert.
black.
Yeah.
You still black,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
And when we say black, we gotta specify it's not the skin color. It's the
I know.
ideology.
Yeah.
It's the
Facts.
ideology, bro. So when you black, that's why they say, "Oh, you do this. You listen to rock music. You ain't black. You speak. You sound white." What? How the hell do you
Right.
sound a color, bro?
That's what I'm
So
saying. Can I piggyback off that?
yeah, yeah.
So basically, they basically admitting that white people are the only ones that talk like they got some damn sense.
Right.
Yeah.
So what is talking? First of all, what is white, bro? What is black? Like, what are these terms that you know what I'm saying are saying right now? Like, is black like a yeah, bro? I'm black and I'm or is black a skin color? You know what I'm saying?
This
Like they
stuff
can't
is
even
made
tell
up.
you.
It's made up. It's all made up.
They
I
made
mean,
it up.
race is made up.
Yeah,
So
facts.
it's the only thing that's really like real is like the country you was born in, maybe ethnicity. But like race itself, it is a social construct. I don't
It
even
is.
believe that racism is real. I don't. There's no such thing as racism because our problems are spiritual. If you encounter an evil person, they're just an evil person. If they
Right.
call you a nigga, they already had flaws.
There
They were
you go.
already a
Right.
bad person. So why is it that them calling you a nigga, all of a sudden it's the end of the world? Like
Mhm.
you not understand that's the easiest way to get your ass thrown in jail
It's
is
not
to lie
gonna
like
affect
that.
me any other way. Like, okay,
Right.
slow. Like, all right.
Yeah, yeah. So with all of this stuff that I'm saying is we saw this in the Chicago Red move because when we went there and we went to one of their press conference or their meetings or whatever, we was invited by Mark Carter and
Yeah.
you know like I said, they all in the same bucket to me. When we went there, uh, Don Mooser was there, Mark Carter was there. P. Ray had showed up a little late, but they had their little meeting and stuff. And the first thing Mark Carter said out his mouth is individual success is not success. We move as a collective. Without all of us, we are nothing. I said, what the
That's
hell did we
common.
walk
You
into?
know what? I think I know the video you talking about. I think I watched that one. Yeah.
Yeah, bro, we
Bro,
put it in
we
one
was
of
Yeah.
our
over there making
videos.
faces and
I
Yeah,
watched
everything.
that one. Yeah. I watched
dude.
that.
If the camera wasn't so bad, you would have seen. Because as soon as he said that, we had our hat on. We look at each other like, "Did you hear that?" It was
Gotta
like,
get out of
"Oh
here.
no!"
Gotta
It was like,
go.
"Oh no!"
I saw it. Yeah.
That's
That's
why
what
it's
I was
so
like.
good to. That's why it's so good to have a spouse that you really like, that you really in tune with, bro. Because can you imagine if she agreed with that, and I'll be sitting like, "Oh my goodness!" And she like, "Yes, Black Power," and I'll be like, "Oh shit!
Yeah.
Oh,
Right. Then you'll be stuck right.
oh,
We're good.
I gotta leave her here."
We're
But
good.
yeah,
Oh
but yeah, so that collectivist mindset is like it's easier to control, bro. What's easier, picking up a rock or picking up a bunch of sand? Like the sand gonna fall out your hand because it's the sand itself is like it's sand, but it can slip through the fingers because it's made up of individual grains. You are an individual. We are not all
Lord.
a damn rock. We are not a monolith.
Right.
And
Right.
the thing is, people say that, but then they criticize free thinking blacks. It don't make no
Yeah.
sense. You say,
Yeah,
"Oh, we're
man.
not a monolith," but then you listen to Beyonce, you shaking ass on the stage. You think Kendrick Lamar is a prophet? Like, what? What? You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, what are we really talking about?
Hmm.
It doesn't make any sense, bro. Um, did you watch the Super Bowl?
Me personally, nah, I was busy. That's why I'm like, I don't be into all of that stuff, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I'll be working too much.
I've kind of heard about it a little bit, but I really didn't look into it. Everybody just keep talking about him and his performance.
I heard Taylor Swift was booed, but and they you know what I'm saying, and they supported Trump. But other than that, like, I heard Kendrick Lamar was dissing Drake and calling him a pedophile and all of that stuff.
Yeah. You know,
it's true, by the way.
I heard one of his dancers came out with a Gaza flag or something.
Yeah, I think somebody.
I might have missed that little detail.
Wow.
Wait a minute.
Palestinian flag. Yeah, so one of Kendrick Lamar, I don't know if it was one of his dancers or, you know what I'm saying, background people. He went out there, you know, like those streakers, or what you call them? You know, those people that just run out and just do crazy stuff. Yeah, he had a Palestinian flag. Yeah, man, and it was crazy. Insane, bro.
That's wild, bro. Okay. A lot to unpack. His performance. So, first off, the whole Super Bowl, the entire Super Bowl was the most pro-black thing I've ever seen on national television, besides these propaganda films.
Yeah.
These niggas had the black national anthem. They had a black person singing the national anthem. They had a black person performing at halftime. Mm-hmm. It was just where's everybody else? You know, and I personally didn't like the I didn't like the national anthem because he made it blues or jazz, bro. He's sitting there playing the piano. It sounded like some, not even Stevie Wonder. It sounded like some Muddy Waters or something, bro, or some B.B. King or something. That's what it sounded like. Bro. Yeah, bro. So you know, it didn't feel like America. It felt like New Orleans.
Anti-America.
Yeah, if you know, and not that there's anything bad with it. And his rendition was cool, but it's not for the national anthem on the Super Bowl, bro. You know, did you see Whitney's performance? Even if you didn't see it, we all know how Whitney is, bro.
Yeah, Whitney used to
like that.
Yeah,
like that, bro.
Actual.
When she performed, she had all the embodiment of the American spirit. People was like waving flags, and she was singing. People was getting turned up. Nobody was getting turned up listening to a dude's version of the Super Bowl. Nobody was getting turned. It didn't feel like the Super Bowl. It felt like a play at a school or something, bro. I don't know. Yeah, that's literally what it felt like. It felt like a play at a school. It didn't feel like the Super Bowl, so that was bad. Kendrick Lamar.
I don't know if you got this, but somebody just chat. Are you Africa Americans? Did y'all just get that?
Hold on, I'm gonna check the comments.
I ain't never been to Africa. I don't know nothing about Africa. So
that's what I'm saying.
Look, don't associate me with Africa.
Yeah, factual.
Thank you.
But I think
I did have a comment too about that Tiffany Henry situation.
Go ahead, yeah.
So, I understand she's the mayor and all, but even if she wasn't the mayor, her excuse was her boyfriend. I don't think they married or whatever. Her boyfriend was being attacked.
Yeah, and
she was going to his defense. Ain't he supposed to be protecting you? Well, why?
Especially, that's not your place. It's not your place, Tiff. Sit down, because first of all, she wasn't even running with no force. Like she was actually finna do something. If you saw the video, she pushed a little desk with all the straight she had.
Right, she was tired by the time she got there.
Did nothing. Apparently, her wig got snatched off at some point. It was just on the ground.
I didn't hear that.
I was a shoe.
I heard that. You know, they always had somebody wig coming up. So I was like, oh no.
All I heard was she lost the shoe, and then she came out like, "Oh, well, somebody had a knife," and I'm like,
which is not true, by the way.
All the security in there, she got police and all that stuff with her everywhere they go. How did somebody come in with a knife? And I'm pretty sure the news would have covered that. They always.
It was police. Where was the arrest? If somebody had a knife, why wouldn't somebody get arrested, bro? That's all I'm saying. Like this,
exactly.
And it sounds like, yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. And that's what it's like. It just sounded like she just didn't have all the information yet until she, went with the story. But
and that was just so out of place, especially for her to be mayor. Like,
and this dude, like I had to look up like I have to look into this guy. Like this dude is like have been speaking like for a very this Jedediah, whatever his name is, I think that's his name. That was speaking in Dalton. Like he speaks a lot. Like he's like really big in the community, bro. So he ain't just no regular dude. I believe. Right. So if you look in this, and that's what I'm saying. Like I don't know if he got fans or something, but in these comments that in this video that you about to play, you know what I'm saying? It's like they talking about all type of stuff, bro. But we'll get into that another time.
All right, so the sound should be working now. I think I got it figured out.
But as everyone knows, Mayor Tiffany is my friend, my home girl. Okay, like my friend before she was mayor, she came down to my job. We became friends. I have nothing against her. Well, I watched a video last week where Tiffany Henyard was verbally assaulted at her job. Someone talked under her clothes, called her a whore and a bad mama, and said all kind of stuff. And then a brawl ensued. So because Tiffany is my homegirl, I called her and I'm like, girl, are you okay? What's up? She said that this attacker actually had a knife and he was stabbing and cutting them during this brawl. Her boyfriend's face and neck were cut, and a guy that was with them had his hands cut. Now, I'm not saying that Tiffany was in the right because Tiffany shouldn't have got out of her seat. And this wasn't on the news? However, we are now noticing a trend.
Okay, before we even get into the second part of what she was saying, notice how she gave the narrative of this is what my friend said. After giving a narrative, this is what my friend said. Oh, this my good friend, by the way. This is my sister. After she gave the narrative, she didn't say whether it was true or false. She said this is what she said, and this is her starting point. This is the starting point of what she's gonna go based off of. And again, like you said, where's the police report? Nobody got arrested. Where's like the hospital records?
What? Like
where is everything else, bro? If what she's saying is true, and we've seen the video, that girl had no business running across the room to fight somebody, to fight some men at that.
And even still, nobody likes to be disrespected, but their words. So I mean, people are free to say what they want.
So it's a freedom of speech.
But does that give y'all a right? Because I mean, from the looks, mind you, it was a couple different angles of the video, but it was a lot of people in there. Mm-hmm. A lot of witnesses. Nobody said anything about none of that happening.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So it's like
at least somebody will be able to corroborate her story. But the fact she's the only one saying it, and there was hella cameras and witnesses, and nothing else came of it, it's clearly a lie.
It's clearly a lie. Do we not know that Tiffany's a liar? That's not new information. She's a liar. So why would we take anything that she's allegedly said as fact? Because she's black? Because she's a woman?
And,
no.
And that's why
that's your problem.
That's why we're playing this video, because this video personifies exactly what you just said.
However, we are now noticing a trend of people attacking black female politicians at work. We had Emma Mitz, who was manhandled and pushed by Carlos Rosa at City Hall. Now we got Tiffany being verbally assaulted at her job out there in Thornton Township.
Verbally assaulted.
Assaulted.
And get back in the kitchen. See, this is the problem. This is the problem with women stepping out of their place. Because now I got verbally assaulted.
I ain't got no look. I'm not a black woman, so it ain't my business.
I said what I said. They need to be where they belong, which is not politics. Unless we got girls like this who have authority.
But I'm just saying.
I ain't saying she did.
Man, oh my God. Verbally assaulted. Everything is an assault now. Everything. You can't do nothing. You can't say nothing. And don't let it be a man. It don't matter what color he is. A man can't say or do anything.
Yeah.
It's going to be a problem.
That just reminded me. So a point that I wanted to make. The reason why I noticed when I first got into politics that the Democrat Party and liberals in general seem to be real feminine, woman-like, right? I learned that's kind of the nature of the party, because it when you think about
not even just that. Not even just that, it's what you said earlier, bro. This all just go back to what you said earlier. We have women raising men. Like, just think about it, right? If you look at a black woman too long, what's she gonna say? What you looking at? You know what I'm saying? Now, well, look though, but not hear me out. What's gonna happen if you look at a black man too long? The same thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the same. It's the same like mindset that they're teaching these young black men. Like, just think about like somebody have to really break that down for me for a second. But it's like, you want to know something? Like, black dudes do the same thing. Like, what you looking at, nigga? Nigga? Like, bro, like, you basically like was raised by a female, bro. Like, I'ma just look at you crazy, like I'ma just stare at you, but I'm not finna be like, what you looking at?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because it's not that serious, bro. Maybe they looking at you because they finna tell you, hey, you got something in your hair, or maybe you literally never know. That people have malicious intent just because they're looking at you is a character flaw on you. That's
and then sometimes people they do be wanting to say something, but they be kind of nervous and scared, like they don't know how you gonna react.
And you react how they thought you was gonna react.
Exactly.
So you just prove them wrong. You prove them right by acting that way. So now they think, okay, next time it's something wrong with a nigga, I'll let them be.
No, I ain't gonna help you.
I ain't gonna help you. But but that's exactly the issue. Is that this real woman like tendency, like, for example, the whole thing of like, oh, I felt verbally assaulted or some words hurt me. That in itself is feminine, bro. Like, just talking about something.
I agree.
How many times do have women about? How many times have we seen women fight over? You know, I got a better example. When a dude is complaining about his feelings being hurt or somebody said something to me, what other dudes say to him? You act like a bitch. You act like a what? Or you act like a female? Because we all know that's how females act. So why is it that we giving these niggas passes for acting like females instead of correcting it?
Right.
We should be correcting it. And you know how you correct it? If it's not getting corrected in the house, put them niggas in jail. They gotta learn something. Put them in jail. They gotta learn something. Put them around some other niggas that's really like that. And you will see just how much y'all got in common. And you'll realize I don't want to have nothing in common with these niggas. I need to.
Hey, you want to know something? You want to know something crazy? It's a quote. It's something similar to what you just said. Like, yeah, you crazy until you next to an actual crazy person. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's definitely 100% true what you said, man. Like, we just gotta acknowledge the facts, bro.
And even still, I just want to say this. People, especially women, black women, are so affected by what somebody else says. It was just a situation. I don't even know if it's been a full week in Chicago. Now, I don't know all the full details, but in the media, I mean, you know, social media, people that know this girl came out and said certain stuff. Now, it was this woman who was shot and killed, I think around like 5 o'clock in the morning, after having a night out celebrating her birthday. Apparently, it wasn't like a just random act. She had beef, I guess, with another girl. Beef come from y'all arguing and all this. Apparently, it was about a dude. I'm not sure. But both of these women had kids. The one who got killed had 6 kids. The lady who shot her had 3 kids at home. So y'all worrying about words and arguing and back and forth, and both y'all just lost y'all kids basically. You in jail and she's gone. So it's like, is it really that serious? Do words bother you that much? And honestly, with the situation with Tiffany Hilliard, her boyfriend actually felt some type of way because he said he called her out her name or whatever the case may be. He felt like he disrespected her. You approached him. You walked up to him from what the video seems. So that's like,
and let's just put this information out there. This Jedediah dude, he's a part of the LGBT community, by the way. Just throwing that out there, bro.
Her boyfriend.
No.
It's
just a fustercluck of just nonsense over there, huh?
Yeah, bro. So it's like, and then it's like you so I'm the first black this. I'm the first black this with a blonde wig on. That don't make
Call it
sense.
out. Call it out.
I'm just saying, man. Just saying.
Oh man,
I
what we gonna
mean,
do with
people
these
really
folks,
just
man?
gotta learn how to just let
Let's
the
let the
words,
dogs lie, man.
yeah, and let
Seriously.
the words flow. Like that stuff, it don't matter. Did he physically assault you though? You talking
No,
about verbally? So
no.
were you physically assaulted? And if you were, that's your fault because you got up out your seat
Which she admitted to, by the way. That was wrong.
doing whatever you thought you was gonna
I mean,
do.
the only type of verbal assault I would even recognize as something even close to that is a threat, like a
Right? Yeah.
legitimate threat. But other
Right.
than that, just calling you names and all that good stuff, that's not verbal assault. That's some BS, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That
Yeah.
I don't understand that she should have got locked up for that because she had no reason. You let a nigga across the room piss you off to the point where you approached him. Now, if he would have knocked you square on the
Oh,
face,
Ooh-wee.
and by the way, so if this man really had a knife, they wouldn't have let him back in that building. Do you know he was at the next meeting and he apologized to everybody for his behavior?
There you
So
go.
if he really had a knife, do you think that they would have let him in the building?
These are facts, bro.
and I thought you can't get into a government building without a metal detector.
They have a
How
metal
niggas,
detector.
how niggas getting in there with knives?
Police broke up the fight, bro. That's what I'm saying. So
Bro,
that's
just
what, like
lying all the whole time, just lying,
that's
bro.
what like
Just
I ain't got no comment, bro.
oh
I
man,
ain't,
let's see what she's
there
talking
in
about,
Thornton
bro.
Township. People are talking about Tiffany and saying that Lori went out there to do an investigation, but based on Lori's investigation findings, she specifically says that this is not a criminal investigation. So Lori did not go out there to do a criminal investigation. She went out there to do an audit. Tiffany is the victim of a smear campaign. And for that reason,
So do you think that her opinion on Tiffany is maybe skewed because they're friends?
Clearly.
it's bias. It could be some
Yeah.
form of biases to it. In my opinion, that's just my
I
opinion.
think I think it's completely biased because
Yeah,
she I, she starts off by talking about how good friends they are. That's irrelevant. If you got this platform, aren't you supposed to be spreading truth or facts or something like that? I don't really understand
Right is
what you
right and
being
wrong is
praised.
wrong.
hmm
Yeah, exactly. If that was my friend, I'd be holding them accountable.
Mm-hmm.
Simple as that.
this week we are having a press conference for Tiffany out there in Dalton for Black women. Participate or not, I don't need you to tell me what I need to do or not need to do because at the end of the day, we cannot have it that people think it's okay to attack Black women in power. If I got a political seat, I don't want nobody to come to my job and cuss me out and throw me around and bring knives and stab me up. Nobody wants or needs that. So if you're following me on
Okay, I can't listen to any more of this. Um, so she's making this black woman to be the victim simply because she's a black woman. This is what's wrong with black women. There you have it. This is what's wrong with
Okay.
them.
So if Tiffany is innocent, why is it such an issue with her proving that she's innocent?
mm.
They're asking for receipts. They're asking for a lot of stuff that you are refusing to give. If I'm innocent or something, and I know I'm innocent, and I have proof that I didn't do something,
I'll present that
I ain't got
evidence
no problem with
off
it.
back
You
for
know?
sure.
And that what you just said is exactly why niggas have such a hard time when they get stopped by the police. That's
Yeah.
exactly what the issue is. If you have nothing to hide, you shouldn't be hostile.
At
You're
all.
only
Mm,
hostile
Yo,
because you have something to hide. It's a defense mechanism. Stop
yeah.
being defensive. You know if you like I'm sure bro, we've all got pulled over when there's like legitimately something wrong. And they had a legitimate reason to pull us over, whether you're
right, like
black,
you had
white.
you know what I'm saying, a brake light that was out or something,
Yeah,
which was
like a legitimate reason. And even past that, you may even have weed in the car. If you play it cool, bro, you
they
can
will let
fall.
you go
They'll let you slide, bro. These folks, they don't want no issue. They just be trying to do their job, and then
and
even
go
if they
home to
get
their
good vibe
families.
from you, bro, they'll just let you slide because they're like, it ain't even the trouble. It ain't even worth the trouble. But yeah, when you get to trying to play street attorney, you are always gonna lose.
you're gonna. Yeah, you go, man.
Always gonna, and not only you're gonna lose, you're gonna get your ass beat too, and then
Yeah, that's right.
so, bro, you stop. But see that this is the issue. Like what we said, it goes back to the issue in the home. They don't respect authority because they don't have no dad. They don't respect the father figure. They don't respect authority.
They need structure. That's what I'm saying. The father brings structure in the home.
They
You know what I'm saying?
understand when somebody says something, that's what it is. When I say don't put your hands in your pockets, that's what it is. There's no negotiation. There's nothing else to say.
There you go,
put
man.
your hands in your pocket. That's authority talking, and that's why it's so hard. For this is the spiritual issue with the black community and a lot of the world. A lot of the world, they're not respecting authority because they're not understanding authority. This is why they have a hard time understanding the concept of God, because God is the actual the ultimate.
There you go. Mm-hmm.
And that's the issue. That's why I say there's no such thing as racism. There's no such thing as sexism, homophobia, Islamophobia, anti-Semitism. No such thing. It's a spiritual issue. Simple as that. You don't have a problem with the police itself. You have a problem with the authority that the police is in. You don't have a problem with men. You have a problem with the authority that men exact over you. You have a problem with that.
I never thought about it like that.
And when it comes to the household, you either got the mother who is on government assistance or the mother who's not, and she's working 2 jobs, so her kids are home alone in the streets doing whatever they want to do.
Authority.
You're not
while senile granny watching them,
doing whatever they want to do, letting social media raise them.
Yeah,
literally.
And that's exactly right. My I didn't grow up living with my dad, but I knew my dad. I got a way better relationship with my pops now than I did growing up, only because he was a Rolling Stone. You know, he had a bunch of baby mamas. He always in the girl.
I'm there with you, bro.
You know, but I love my dad. And
right.
When I was a kid, I used to want to be kicking it with him, but it was like far few in between. But he would always tell me, and this is the number one thing about Christianity, is forgiveness. Forgive. You have to forgive. That's the biggest issue. Like I said, the spiritual issue. It's a spiritual problem because people are not forgiving. You need to forgive your mother for turning you away from your father, i.e. the authority, i.e. your father in heaven, because she turned you away from your dad, not just your physical dad, but your dad in heaven. And you have to forgive the white man or whoever. Forgive your dad for not protecting you. Forgive the white man for what they did 300 years ago. Forgive them, because it has nothing to do with you. It has nothing to do with you, and you just got to understand. And this is what I'm saying. My dad made a very good point, and he had been telling me this, which is why when Jesse said it, it made so much sense. My dad always said, don't be mad at your mom. She's never been a mom before. It's her first time. She's going to make mistakes. She's literally just doing the best she can for you. And when you think about that, when you hear it as a kid, you like, yeah, but she be doing this. But she's trying, bro. She's trying. Maybe she wanted you, maybe she didn't. But ultimately, she's trying. Now, people do have legitimately bad parents. That's just what it is. Human beings are bad. And some women even hate their children. I mean, women hate their children, but they try to express love. Men try. I'm not even going to get into the whole biblical stuff about it, but at the end of the day, you have to forgive. You got to forgive your parents. You have to forgive everybody. And the issue right now is this liberalism is pushing unforgiveness, this antichrist spirit of unforgiveness.
All the time. The only time they bring up religion is when they trying to, but Jesus forgives everybody. He forgives everything.
Or being judged.
Right.
God is the only person
that can judge me. That's the only time these leftovers will bring up God, bro.
Yeah. But they don't really understand, or they don't know God.
They don't even know. They don't even know.
They don't know him. And the people judge all the time. Everybody's judging. What we got to do is just, if you stop judging people, you can actually deal with them how they're supposed to be dealt with. When you judging them, you already passing. This is how you are. You can't be fixed. You can't be saved. That's judgment. You're a dumbass, so I'm not even gonna waste my time with you. You know, like that's judgment. Or you're this, you're that. You know, and there's nothing more to it. That's judgment. And the sooner that we stop judging people, the sooner we can get to heal in this country. Because right now, this antichrist spirit of unforgiveness is really destroying. And Trump is not the end all be all.
Right.
Trump is not the end all. He's not the savior. Trump is just a man, an imperfect man at that. There's a lot of stuff I don't agree with on Trump. But you can't tell a liberal that. You damn sure can't tell a black that. Wow, you worshiping? You wearing his hat on your head? Okay, and nigga, you wearing Jordans on your feet? You wearing Micah Mirrors on your chest? You wearing a bunch of niggas all over you, but I wear one person on my head, and all of a sudden I'm worshiping.
Right.
Right.
That's when you gotta understand, bro. They're not. It's not them talking. It's something inside of them that's making them feel that way. That they're reacting to that because they haven't looked at themselves and figured out the issue. They're just gonna throw it on you. And if you inhale with them, you gonna catch all of that, and y'all be sitting there doing this,
Yep.
or ultimately fighting. But yeah, sorry, I just went on a tangent. I had to get that out. Yeah, that's the issue right now, bro. That's the issue right now. Um,
hmm
Folks need to be saved. Let me see. I got some more topics. You got any topics you want to touch on real quick?
Um, let me see. What else can we touch on? I believe
Oh, I
another.
wanted. I'm sorry. I was watching your live on the leader of Chicago Flips Red and how she never voted for Trump, bro. That was such a good video. Can you please get into that, please? Because I,
So
I I was supposed to find a video, I couldn't find none on it.
so honestly, I hate talking about these people now because they so irrelevant. But I guess I'll just do this for y'all because you know what I'm saying. This is just for the show. I'll just make it quick and simple. So Zoe Lee, basically, she goes up to City Hall, and I'm not even talking about everybody in Chicago Flip. I'm just talking about specifically Zoe Lee. So, she goes up to City Hall. She talks about her mom property and all this other this, that, and the third. And basically, she said if you don't give me my mama property, we gonna flip Chicago red or whatever. Some stupid, what I'm
Oh,
saying.
that's where it started.
That's how it started, bro. If I'm being
Oh, that's goofy.
It's
That's
so
so
stupid.
goofy.
That's what I'm saying, bro. So she started making shirts and stuff like that, going to City Hall. You know what I'm saying? She ended up getting herself a group. And then, I guess what geeked her head up is when Trump sent her some type of picture with her and he signed it or something like that, right? And sent it to her. So basically, all that transpired, and then so she ended up going to Washington D.C. And I'm like, I'm not even gonna put all her dirty laundry none out there like that. I'm just, what I'm saying, telling the story. So she she was out there in some hotel room with her drawers on, some weird shit. I'm like, bro, this is weird. But I was just trying to get, what I'm saying, get some information on how it was out there in D.C., right? So I asked her, what happened at the multicultural ball? And she talking about, oh, well, I was getting racist vibes and they were being too multicultural and all this other BS. So I'm like, okay. So I'm like, all right, so and then she was bringing up Byron Donalds and how he a coon and how Tim Scott is a coon and all this and that. Bro, yeah, bro, cringe, bro, literally cringe. I was cringing the whole time. So I'm like, you talking about Byron Donalds, but you was just at the BCF. If you don't know who the leader of the BCF is, that would be Byron Donalds. You feel what I'm saying? So if he a coon and this, that, and the third, why you at his party? And
Yeah.
that's the only thing you did out there in DC, if I'm being honest. But I'm not even gonna get into all of that.
Right.
But so I'm like, okay, so you calling people coon? I'm like, so did you even vote for Trump? And she was ignoring me at first, right? So I was just like, did you vote for Trump? And she was like, if I got on the Chicago Flip Red, y'all saw it. If I got on the Chicago Flip Red shirt, who you think I voted for? And I'm like, you know what? Let me do some digging. And then she's always on the internet, bro. She got over 100K posts on X, bro. She posts more than Elon Musk, bro. That is ridiculous, bro.
Damn.
So it's like, I'm like, no, like a legit no life, bro. So she's always on the internet. So then I see that she wrote her own name in and threw it in the ballot, and some other dude named D Perkin, whatever his name is, and she threw it in the ballot box. And then she's such an egotistical weirdo. She talking about, oh, it was other people out there voting for me, but I still threw Trump name in. Like, girl, hold up. Do you think you are? You know what I'm saying? Like, you was ain't nobody finna vote for no damn Zoe Lee, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like,
So the group Chicago Flips Red, is that an actual group? I think he cut out.
can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now. I was saying
Okay.
the group Chicago Red, is that an actual? I mean, Chicago Flips Red, is that an actual group? Is that a thing?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's a thing, but it's like, I mean, yeah, it's a group. I guess it's a group. You can call
Okay,
it a group. A group is more than one person.
that's interesting. Okay, okay. So it was just a thing. So it was basically seems like it took the attention off the actual movement that y'all had, which was Chicago Red.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's what it boils down to. Yeah.
okay. And just like just it just so happens that she ended up going viral, right?
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, it's that's why I'm like, I don't really care too much about the camera action, bro. I just care about the message, bro. You know
Right.
what I'm
And
saying? Like, I'm not fighting over the camera. Like, I don't really care about the attention. You feel me? So
right.
that's all that was.
And yeah, and I agree. I just think it's interesting that whenever there's like an actual fraud representing a certain movement, it always seems they get the spotlight. And that
She's not
also
even from
brings.
Chicago. She's not even from
You
Chicago, bro.
said she's
She's
from
from
New
New
York.
York.
You said
She's
she's
from
from
New
New York,
York.
and that's why I want to. That's why. Oh, it's not. Oh, the guy's back. Oh my goodness. That's why I wanted to. Something else I wanted to ask you. As far as like the white conservatives or the mass of the conservative party, I think they have a really bad vetting system. They cannot vet these people good. I
Hmm.
think like they keep getting finessed as far as like they can't tell the difference from somebody who's an actual conservative versus somebody who's just grifting. They didn't got tricked one too many times. You know it. I think that's why people like Zoe even become relevant because the vetting is so bad, and no, they're not skeptical. And I realize that the Republican Party has just become this big tent that's looking just like the Democrats. It's looking just like it's. I don't mind multiculturalism, but we shouldn't strive for multiculturalism. That's not a priority. We shouldn't be striving for that. We should be striving for the actual values, and if they agree, then welcome. We're not. We don't. We shouldn't be like, oh, we want more blacks in the party. I don't care, because when you bring more blacks to the party, you get people like P. Ray advocating for reparations in the Republican Party. And
Hmm.
you get people like Zoe Lee saying, Trump, go Trump, go Trump, go Trump, and then turn around and vote for herself. But because we want more
Right.
black people, we gonna accept them, and then they make us look like dumbasses. You
Yeah.
know,
That's
so
facts.
I think that's the main issue right now as far as just vetting. They have a really hard time vetting these people, especially the black people, because they want blacks to be Republican because they genuinely do care about black people. They genuinely do care
Mhm.
about a lot of people, most people, but they're being blinded by you know them being black. It's like you gotta vet them, bro. That's like when I was skeptical on Dennis when my cousin told me about Dennis, because my cousin
Yeah.
is Dennis's nephew. So
Mhm.
he was like, yeah, my uncle was talking to me about Trump. What the been? I'm like, okay, okay, that sounds good, right? But then he actually put me on the phone with Dennis, and I was talking to him. I'm like, oh, okay, okay, Dennis sound cool. I agree with him a lot. Okay, he sound pretty base. And the more I talk to him, like, damn, he's really base. And the more I
Dennis is
talk to him,
very
I'm
based.
like,
Very
damn,
based.
Dennis is
Very.
base. I was
Yeah,
like,
Dennis is based as
shoot.
hell.
And then when he told me about you, I'm like, okay, because the reason why I'm skeptical is because he also is friends with P. Ray. When I first met him, he
Right.
was talking about P. Ray, and we told him instantly, like, bro, we don't know about her, bro. She was dissing Candace Owens first time
Right.
talking to us, and I'm like, bro,
I love
not
Candace Owens,
not
by the way.
not
Love
liking
Candace,
Candace
bro.
Owens is a major red flag,
Love
bro, because she
Candace. Yeah.
hasn't
I don't know
lied.
what she's talking
Candace
about.
doesn't lie, bro, and if she has lied, she a damn good liar. But you're not smart
I
enough to
missed
tell.
that.
Nah, hell no.
So,
She bring the
so
facts
right, bro.
behind
So
everything.
when Dennis was telling me about you, I'm like, okay, cool. I'm gonna check him out. But I hadn't gotten around to it because I'm like, well, if it's meant to be, we gonna cross paths anyway. But then Dennis put us on the phone. I'm like, okay, okay, okay. Damn, okay, he base. Damn, he really base. Okay, he like all our videos. That's a really good flag, really good sign. I'm like, oh, the more I talk about, oh, this nigga is base, boy. I'm holy shit. Bro,
Yeah.
where was he at? We was in Chicago,
Where was
bro.
they
Where
at
was
when we
y'all
were in
at?
Chicago? Where?
I'm like, bro, we
We
could have really
we
been
thought we was
doing.
the only black
We
conservatives
could have.
there.
Oh man, because
Worthless,
Our age.
man.
Our age.
y'all, we. I think we were the first ones to go to City Hall with the Trump hats on. I
Yeah.
think so. because we went around my birthday like 2 years ago.
It's 2022.
Yeah, we went around my birthday like 2 years ago. Um, um, and we went there and we were trying to go for the immigrant meeting. They were going to talk about the immigrants and stuff with Brandon Johnson, and we brought our MAGA hats. We stayed up the whole night before, and we ended up getting tired because we got there on time. They didn't start the meet. They was like an hour late starting the meeting. And then when they finally started the meeting, yeah, bro. Then when they started, they wasn't even talking about what we wanted to talk about. They were going to talk about that later. Like we was there at 7 a.m. or something. That meeting that they was gonna do wasn't gonna start till like 11. So we're like, damn, we already been up. At this point, I'm like low key falling asleep, and we didn't know that the damn alderman and the media was taking pictures of us and putting us on their Twitter, and they blotted out our faces because they didn't want people to know that we was black.
Oh, wow.
It was crazy, bro. Like
That's
I think it's
insane.
Andre or something. Is he like an alderman of the 13th ward or something like that? His name's like Andre or something. I think he's like some Hispanic alderman. He took a picture of us and blotted us out, and people was low key went viral because like the news anchors was taking pictures of us, and people was in the comments was like, why y'all blot out their face? Y'all didn't want them to see that y'all that they black.
Black, right?
Literally.
That's insane, man.
That's actually
Media sucks.
It's
mind my business.
Wait, somebody in the comments said we are all shades of wheat, guys. We family no matter what. I agree. America is America. Zaza and Tutu, you two held open the doors inside Indiana to their crap. I show you to everyone. I'll show you to everyone. I'm Irish and came from a slave family. We came here indentured. Love, bro.
Excuse me, the Irish were not slaves. Don't ever compare Irish indentured service to slaves because only black people experienced slavery, white people made up slavery, and that's that.
Right.
So don't say that.
You know we trolling, right? We trolling.
Please don't.
Yeah,
We're trolling. We don't know if Adam know. We're trolling.
joking,
We're trolling.
guys.
We're trolling. We know that the Irish were slaves as well, and the Irish don't complain about slavery.
They don't.
Ironic enough, right? So, that's the thing about reparations. Okay, give the Irish slaves. I mean, give the Irish.
But not
give them reparations.
But my thing about reparations is this. First of all, who gonna pay for it? I believe taxpayers are gonna pay for it. But not only that, like I said earlier, misguided anger. Y'all mad at the white folks when it was the Africans that sold us to these people.
Yeah.
So if anybody need to give us reparations, it needs to be the Africans that's still there, by the way, because if white people hated Africans and they enslaved all of us so much, there would have been no more Africans there. There are still Africans there.
You know, exactly. You know, what's funny, I got a friend from Nigeria, and Nigeria is where they got a lot of the slaves from, West Africa, which is Nigeria. He was telling me like, and he doesn't like Trump either, but he's like, he knows the history of his people because his family was the richest family back when they had slaves. So he was saying that his people told him the story of how we even got here. He was saying the Europeans came, and you know they sold them all because they were prisoners of war. The tribes were going to war with each other. So when they captured them, they sold them to the white man for stuff like mirrors, forks, plates, just trivial stuff that we use every day. And
right.
Liquor too. Guy, Zanu, you should check this guy out. This guy's from Africa. He said the African king. He said the Europeans showed him a mirror of himself. He danced in the mirror and sold off his people because he was so fascinated with the mirror. But that's
wow.
It sounds stupid, but that's
sold me for a mirror, bro.
Yeah, that's literally what happened. But that's just the essence of what it means to be quote unquote black. Because if black people really cared about their own people, why the hell did he sell you? Why did he enslave you in the first time? Why did he enslave you in the first place? But nobody's asking these questions, bro.
And you know what? Nah, we'll talk about that privately. But I could get into something real deep when it comes to like black on black, because people like, if in my opinion, bro, like I'm a conservative and all that, but like history proves that Jesus was black, bro. You know what I'm saying? And the people like, okay, if you know the Roman leader Pilate, bro, he was a white Roman. He didn't even want to kill Jesus, bro. He washed his hands, bro. He like, I find no iniquity in this man at all. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
The only reason why Jesus got up on that cross, bro, is because of the Hebrew Israelites, bro. The people that was quote unquote the servants of Moses, or the, you know what I'm saying, people like that. These people were black, bro. These people weren't white. You feel what I'm
So
saying? We
when you say black, what do you
like
mean?
darker skin. You feel what I'm saying? Like how the Africans is black and they sold their own people to white folks. It's the same thing, like just selling out Christ, bro. They like, yeah, kill him. He ain't, you know what I'm saying? But this is still black on black. You feel what I'm saying? But it ultimately ruined us because at the end, like they even said, like, bro, let his death fall upon us and our generation, bro. We were literally cooked from their own hand, bro. Literally.
Right.
In my opinion, bro, that's just, and that's coming from the Bible, bro. Like, if you can read it if you want to, I'll give you the scripture later on. But bro, it literally says this in the Bible, bro. Pilate didn't want to kill Jesus, bro.
Yeah, he did
The
watch
crazy white man,
He
right?
said the
The
blood.
crazy white man, the white devil. Y'all always calling a white devil. He didn't even want to kill Jesus, bro. His wife even said, "I don't think you should do it." This is coming in the Bible, bro. But what the Israelites saying? No, he a prophet. He trying to say he a prophet. He this, that, and the third. Kill him. Put him on a cross and this, that, and the third. And they like, look, these your people, bro. You know what I'm saying? This ain't us. These your folks want to kill you.
Right. And I that's exactly the point of coming into the truth, because Christ did come to divide brother from brother. You know, he came to divide. He didn't come to unite. He came to divide. You are united in him. So
Mm-hmm.
that is the moral of the story, is that your own people will sell you out,
Yeah.
because and the fact that you even care that they're your own people is the issue, because when they sell you out, you're gonna be sitting like, oh, but we kinfolk. They don't care,
Yeah.
because when you
Right.
actually stand for truth, they gonna sell your ass out. But the truth is, you aren't my people. My people are in Christ. That's what
Right.
it is.
Right.
That's essentially what it is. And
That
I
makes
gotta
sense.
I gotta get on it. So you believe that Jesus is black. So
Mm-hmm.
when you say black, like African,
Like, well, here's my argument with that. Like, I mean, like darker skin tone. You know what I'm saying? So what people
right?
would
Yeah,
prefer
because feet
today
like
would be
bronze,
black.
right?
Right. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah, feet
Right.
like bronze. So do you think that maybe because he was dark. I don't. He wasn't no European. That's for sure. Um,
Mm,
but I also don't think that he was black, like even African black. Because
mm,
when I read the Bible, because this is, I'm not gonna lie. When I first came to this side, I was leaning more on the Hebrew Israelite side. Like I was listening to Kanye. I was listening to his Drink Champs podcast. I don't know if you've seen that.
mm.
And he was like, "Well,
Yeah.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ," and all, and I was eating it up, and I was really getting on that path. But what really freed me from that was Jesse Lee Peterson, or just getting deeper into the Word itself, and
Mm-hmm.
realizing that when you read the scripture, I don't know what version you read, but in the King James version,
Yeah. I read the King James version.
yeah,
Yeah. I don't read nothing.
it's very easy to misunderstand scripture, and I was misunderstanding it for a long time too, because a lot of black people think that Jesus was quote black like us, and I'm not saying that Jesus wasn't dark. I'm not saying, I just think that, when we look at the time, the geography, and what it says in the scripture, he was a Jew. Jesus was a Jew.
Mm.
He when they say, like, because we was I had to comment on the I forget that girl's name, that lady's name, but she posted okay, she was posting about how it says that Jesus' hair was woolly. Do you believe that Jesus' hair was woolly?
Hair like wool. I believe they say. Um. I mean, if that's what the scripture says.
Well, okay, so because I think this is like, okay, I'm gonna pull it up real quick, because I think this is important, because when I found it out, it was a revelation to me, and I want to share it with you.
Did you want
Um,
to check on the key?
Yeah.
Okay, you can go ahead.
I want to share it with you.
Yeah.
Um, let me show you real quick. And I don't I have a physical Bible right here. I have a physical Bible right here,
Mm-hmm.
but I love pulling it up because it's just easier. I'm not the one to be like, oh, it's this verse exactly. So I don't really do that. Or I can't name you off the top of my head most of the time. You know,
Mm-hmm.
okay. But I do want to just this in particular because I think a lot of people misunderstand this scripture. And you might disagree with me. I just I vibe with you, bro. So this is why I feel comfortable bringing this to you.
No, you good.
Um,
You good.
yeah. So when it
I read the
says
King James version too.
right, so when it says his head and his hairs were white like wool and as white as snow, and his eyes were as flames of fire, and his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burned in the furnace, and the voice sounded like many waters. That does sound like a black man when you read it like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
The deep voice, the dark feet, right? The wool hair. But when you read it and break it down as a sentence, it said that his hairs were white like wool,
White as
or
snow.
his hairs were white. It wasn't talking about the texture; it was talking about the color,
Color,
because he is the
yeah.
lamb. Because he is the Lamb of God, and this is after he's glorified and he's coming back from heaven, because he's been
Right,
glorified,
right.
right? So that's why his hair is white, and it's the reason it says wool because he's the Lamb,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
his feet like brass, which yes, I do believe it's said that he's darker. I
Mm-hmm.
do believe that it's saying he's dark, but he's not. He's not African. And the voice like roaring waters. You can take that as you want, but specifically, because all of these three together does sound like a black man. But when you at least push
No,
back on a
I
little
definitely
bit,
agree with this part. I definitely agree with this. Cause yeah, this is definitely the description that they describe of Jesus. Cause this is Revelations, right? Yeah, this is
yeah, it's
Revelations.
Revelation one
Yeah.
fourteen, and we love this verse because it gives us an actual description of what he looked like. But even still, I don't even if Jesus was black, okay. If this said that Jesus was a black man, I'd be like,
Yeah.
okay. I personally don't care. I just think there is something to be said as far as when we talk about Jesus' skin color, because one, it doesn't matter because
It don't
Jesus
matter. Yeah, in
is
my
the Lamb of
opinion. Yeah.
God. He's the Son of God, and he died for all people, just not black people. And but the point of the story, even if he was black, the point of it is that hold on and hold no man higher than yourself. Don't be vibing with these folks just because y'all share skin color. God is no respecter of persons, so he
Yeah.
don't
That's
care
how we
about the
accept
millions.
the Gentiles.
Yeah, exactly. So in Christ there is neither Jew nor Gentile. So we're
Mm-hmm.
all children of God in Christ. So it's
Right.
just it's just little stuff, right? And it's the same thing with the white folks when they made Jesus white. Jesus wasn't white. It's the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's something fascinating because you'll be surprised that people would die on that hill, and that's something that I realized when I was into the Hebrew Israelite, because I was like, they do have a lot of stuff, and but some of them, like, because my homie is real deep into the scripture. He was twisting scripture, and you're not supposed to twist scripture. If it's one thing to say that Jesus' hair was white like wool and be like, oh, that's a black man. Okay, that's your interpretation of that. It's another thing to say that Jesus was black. Now, because there's no such thing as black,
Right. Right. Right.
right?
Right.
So
Right.
it's like, why are we attaching this ideology to Jesus? And it's it's just fascinating. It's just something. What do you think?
No, I mean I absolutely agree 100%, man. It's like if we're talking about Revelations, yeah, if his hair was like white as snow, yeah, I mean that does kind of fit the description. And then it's like that's the problem nowadays. People misinterpret scripture. You know what I'm saying? And they're not willing to listen. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like if you willing to listen to the word, this shouldn't be an issue. And it's like, okay, if that's what it means, like, okay, like, you know what I'm saying? Don't and then egos play a lot of parts too
Yeah.
in that. You know
Ego
what I'm
plays a
saying?
big part.
Because and then it's like even like on the true day of worship. You know what I'm saying? They say, okay, a lot of people think Sunday is the the day you're supposed to, you know what I'm saying, worship God and this, then the third. But
Right.
a lot of people think it's Saturday. Muslims think it's Friday. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody think like it's on this specific day. You know what I'm saying? So it's like once you get, and that's why I'm like a lot of people always think religion and politics are very touchy subjects, and that's why they tend to stay away from them. You know?
Right. Yeah, yeah, for sure. And I think when we read for ourselves, we'll get it. But that's why we pray for wisdom and understanding, because
Yeah.
I think this is also a collateral of the public school systems, because the only reason why I even interpreted that scripture when I read it myself, the reason why I understood it for what it was is because I made reading comprehension, and I noticed that a lot of people lack reading comprehension, which is why when they read, they just completely misunderstand. This is why people get offended when you say something to them, because they can't take the message from what
They
you
can't even
said.
comprehend it, right?
They can't even really comprehend it, so they just get offended. So that's also like an issue, because Jesus said that my people perish for lack of knowledge. You don't know how to comprehend. You
That's
can't
true. Yeah.
understand what you're being presented. So you're cooked. That's why they kept the
Basically,
slaves
yeah.
dumb. You cooked.
And then literally cooked, man, because if you don't get saved, then you're gonna be in the, you know what I'm saying, the lake of fire, bro. And
Literally
Yeah,
cooked.
literally cooked.
you're literally gonna be cooked.
Literally.
So
That's not funny.
Man, he said, I won't say all lives matter. I'd say every life matters. Sorry, started late here. And I appreciate it, man. Appreciate you tuning in. That's for sure.
for sure.
This guy is
Oh
in
my
the.
God,
This
Bobby's
guy,
channel. Can you
dude,
leave? We got a crazy lunatic threatening
this
us because he
dude.
doesn't like how we're coons.
I can't see it. I can see the I won't say all lives matter, but
And
No,
this
this
is the
on
issue.
YouTube.
This on YouTube. My man said, "Don't worry about a black Jesus. You don't represent blackness or black people." You see what I'm talking about? This
mm-hmm.
nigga just proved my point in real time. Why do you, this is the issue? You can't be doing that, bro. This man's been
That
in the
causes
gospel.
division. Yeah,
Yeah,
Racial idolatry.
it's racial idolatry. It's and that's we got to break free of all of that,
facts. Yeah,
because in Christ there is none of that.
Take
A
the chains
spirit
off.
does not have a color.
yeah.
If we are made in the spirit of God, there is no color in that. We just so happen to be dark skinned. We just so happen to have nappy hair. We just so happen to. I'm glad to be born in America. That's what I'm happy about. I'm
That's
glad
what
to
I'm
be born.
saying,
You
bro.
feel me? I
Yeah.
thank God, because
That's what I'm
you know
saying.
how
I'm thank God my black in America.
perfect it is for us to be African or of African descent, but to be born in America. You know how lucky we are, bro. Them niggas
Yeah,
still shooting blow darts over there, bro.
yeah.
Like
Facts.
what? I mean, there
They got
are some.
mosquitoes. They got a disease that man don't even haven't even heard of yet. Still.
Man, you say you like anime. Have you seen Hunter x Hunter?
Oh
Hunter
yeah, I
Hunter?
got Hunter x Hunter posted right here, bro. I got if you
Yeah,
well,
bro.
y'all don't want to move my camera. I got Hunter x Hunter, Attack on Titan,
Yeah,
JoJo's,
I
Death
need a
Note,
Hunter x Hunter poster. But I was watching the video today.
Naruto, One Punch Man, Demon Slayer, bro. I can go all day with that shit, bro.
I was watching the video today on the lore of Hunter x Hunter, and they was talking about the
Mhm.
Dark Continent. You know what that is? I didn't know
Are
what
you
it was.
talking about when they went to that island?
It's not an island. So essentially, the continents that all the humans are on in the show is in the middle of a big old lake, and outside of the lake is the rest of the continent. It's just everything, and it's a completely hostile environment. It's just
Right,
completely
right,
hostile.
right. Yeah,
It's like it's all types of stuff that's trying to kill you from the moment that you can't even get there because the water is so dangerous. That's why they be trying to. That's why Gon was trying to find Gene, because
right.
he actually went there and was like, he's in. That's what hunters are for. The hunters are supposed to go and do stuff like that. But they were talking about how hostile the Dark Continent was, and the dude was explaining in the video. Yeah, I can see your comment, reels. He was talking about how the continent is supposed to be Africa, and how hostile the environment was, and he was saying from the perspective of the white folks that went to Africa, they literally had a hard time getting there in the first place, and then when you finally get there, you got all types of hostile animals, hostile bugs, and the land, the air is different. Everything is just completely hostile to you, And that just made me
Right.
think, man, we could have been over there getting chewed up by malaria mosquitoes, bro.
Yeah,
Get
for
eaten by
sure.
lions or getting bit by all type of stuff. And I'm so damn thankful to be in
Yeah,
America,
right. And
bro.
then it's like people, and that's why I'm like that. A part of that comes from people being, well, I should say humans in general, being too comfortable, bro. Like you're too comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Like you live in America, you got central air, bro. Like
Hmm.
you can go to the grocery store and get all the foods you need. You don't have to hunt and be like and do all that stuff like how the Africans do just to get food. Like it should be a blessing, like you said, to be in America. So
Yeah,
I'm
it
like,
should be
look,
a blessing
y'all
because
want to go back to Africa? Y'all black power this and that. Go to Africa and see how they treat you.
yeah,
Right, like real
it
say.
literally,
Man,
If y'all believe black people built this country, then why does Africa look like toilet? That's an excellent question.
I mean, and that's the thing. We wouldn't be talking about Africa like this if y'all weren't boasting it so bad. If y'all weren't talking about how great being black is, we would be able to deal with you on the basis of, okay, let's actually improve Africa. Let's actually talk about
right?
going there and doing this stuff. But the thing is,
Mm.
they are doing that. They are in South Africa. The white folks is down there helping. I mean, apartheid. I
Elon
don't know.
Musk,
I don't.
that's a real African American.
Yeah,
Elon.
right, exactly,
Okay.
exactly. And I don't know too much about apartheid. Apparently, it was like some type of genocide or something. But the, after that, it seems that the white folks were helping. It seemed like they were helping modernize South Africa, and they were
Mm.
bringing them technology and clothes and food and cooking their food and medicine and stuff. But then they had the same type of propaganda that they have here in Africa because the African leaders were coming up saying, "Oh, our problem is the white people here. Why are they in our place? This is our stuff." So they ran the white people out of South Africa and put them out in the country. So now they're living out in the country and they got farms and stuff and all that good stuff. Now they pushed them out of the country and took over their farms and stuff to where one family of white folks was living on like a couple of acres of land with farms and a decent house. Now it's like
Hmm.
100 Africans living in a house, squatting and eating out of pots and not cooking their food and just destroyed the land. It's
Wow.
it's pretty crazy, bro.
Even
It's
out
crazy.
there, niggas fucking stuff up, huh?
Yeah, because it's that unforgiveness, bro. They're blaming the white man, and it's so easy to blame somebody that don't look like you.
And didn't even do it though. I can see if this was the physical person that actually did it to you, but
Yeah,
they ain't doing nothing for you.
exactly, bro.
It's
That's
crazy.
why unforgiveness is just so bad because at this point you're just not forgiving anybody. You don't even care who the nigga is. You're not forgiving nothing.
Hmm. And like you said,
Absolutely
at that
nothing.
point, that's spiritual, bro. Like you right.
Yeah, yeah. It is spiritual
'Cause
because
now you don't even
anger.
care what color the person is.
Yeah, and that's why it's not good to have that anger. It's
Like
yeah,
Bobby.
yeah, like this guy in the comments.
I mean, he going rogue.
This guy.
This is the guy that comments the thesis statements on our post.
Oh yeah, this guy who was telling you about that
I mean,
comment, the sermon.
it's been commenting like,
Lord have mercy. Yeah, I get hate comments all day, bro.
oh yeah, that's just part of
That's a part of the game, yeah.
It just
But
comes
all right,
with
guys,
it, bro.
I'm gonna actually end it because I know we've been talking for a minute now.
yeah,
Yeah, man, it's good
Yeah,
convo.
but
over an hour and a half.
for
It's a Monday.
sure.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Yeah, man. But we gotta definitely do this again. Y'all should definitely talk my wife and Zaza because I know y'all definitely get some good stuff in. But as you guys can see, she pregnant, so once she have the baby and stuff, she'll be ready to go.
I want to do a panel right now at least with you, me, and Dennis, and if our wives are able to join. I want to do a panel,
Yeah, for sure.
you know,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna send you some stuff too with
We actually
um
can do that if you free. I know Dennis probably free now. If you trying to do it, we can just send him the link.
are we? Oh
Hey,
hey,
let's do that.
you got the time? You wanna chop it
It's
up with Dennis?
it's eight, yeah, it's 8:42 right now. But just give me like 5 minutes, and I can get a response. And he might be watching this honestly because I told him you was
Yeah, he
live.
was.
He
He's in the
was in the
comments.
chat.
Yeah, yeah, that's all I'm saying. So yeah, I'm gonna definitely ask him.
Yeah, I shot him a text and see if he want to slide. Yeah, but like I want to make that a thing. Because we like to watch these people called cutting through the culture,
Mm-hmm.
with Addo Jackson, Blanchard Robinson, Chuck Littleton, Keisha King. They're 4 black conservatives, and they are based. If you like us, you're gonna love them. Like,
You gotta send it to me.
yeah, bro, they do. They go live every Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
And Chad is just is the Renaissance. He's the modern day.
Yeah, he gotta watch his
I don't know,
documentaries,
bro.
Uncle Tom and Uncle Tom too. If
Oh
you have not,
yeah,
those are the best
I
documentaries.
heard about those. I heard about
You
those.
need to
I heard
watch them.
about.
that's
They on
him.
Tubi. You need to watch them
Okay.
tonight. Tonight.
Oh, I
Yeah,
got Tubi too. I do got
yeah,
Tubi.
Tonight.
yeah,
Tonight. Put it on.
yeah. Cutting through the Chad O. Jackson is a very, very, very thorough researcher. Very thorough.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna send you his stuff, and then Blanchard is another. Blanchard is just guided by the spirit. You can tell. You can tell, bro.
Sure.
And yeah, you gotta. We gonna send you the stuff. Uh, Dennis ain't hit back, but if he's not able to join, I do. Like I said, I do want to do a panel with y'all. We
Mm-hmm.
just chop it up a little podcast. I think that'll do numbers. People love Dennis, bro. They love
Yeah,
Dennis.
they love him, man, for
They
sure.
love
They
him.
love him on my channel.
Yeah.
Me and Mr.
Real
Dennis, we live all the
Real
time. We do
twins.
live all the
Oh, and
time.
I'm gonna show you Real's twins, but Real's twins said congratulations, Chicago Conservative. I think he was talking about on the baby.
Oh yeah, yeah. Tell them thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, but if you don't got nothing else, man, we can wrap it up. If you would like
Yeah, for
to.
sure. We definitely, man. Thank y'all for having me, man. I'm, like I said, I'm a huge fan, bro. Don't let all of that stuff fool you, because I know people be thinking I'm all like uppity and stuff, but I'm not, bro. Like I'm just a regular dude, bro. Just trying to get the message out, man. And it's like I'm one of y'all biggest fans, bro. Like seriously,
I appreciate it,
base.
man, and I'm definitely a fan
That's
of
y'all
you
say
too, bro.
base.
Yeah, I'm definitely a fan of you too, bro, for sure.
Yeah, and
We
that's something like I got connections to like people. Like if y'all want some merch, bro, I can connect you because I just started a merch store on my page on my YouTube page. So if you need merch or anything like that, bro, I got a designer for you. Just got to send me the design, or you can send him. I'll get y'all plugged up, anything like that, and we can go from there, bro. Straight up.
sounds good. Hey, real quick, do you listen to like hip hop? Do you listen to any music, any Chicago music?
Yeah. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, I I used to, but then it's like I realized like music is kind of a manifesto, and when I listen to music like that, like, and then when you look at the black community, when they listen to like music like Chief Keef and all the other crazy rappers out there nowadays, like that make them want to go murder a dude. You feel what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So it's like I
yeah.
kind of listen to like beats and stuff now. Like I don't really listen to like lyrical stuff anymore. You know what I'm saying? I
Oh,
kind of like
okay.
listen to like instrumentals and stuff.
Oh well, I got some instrumentals you can listen to, man. I'm a music producer.
Okay, yeah, I think you said that in Dennis and I think you did an interview with Dennis and you mentioned that. So yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
bro, I can definitely send you some beats. Yeah, I pretty much conquered Chicago as far as music. I done worked with like FBG Duck, Lil Zay, Dirk.
Oh man, you work with all of them folks.
Yeah, I got music out with all of them. That's why
Oh
you might have heard it. If you lived in Chicago for the
yeah,
past
definitely.
5 6 years, you definitely
Yeah,
heard
bro.
it.
That's I'm like, bro. I am from the south. I'm from Inglewood, bro. Like I definitely heard it, bro. That's I'm
You
like,
definitely heard it.
I'm gonna tell you off the YouTube stuff, but yeah, bro. Like I definitely know the music.
Okay, say less, say less. All right, well, I'm gonna just sing you everything I said. I'm gonna sing Chad. Um, and
Uncle Tom,
yeah,
cut it on.
yeah,
It's
Yeah,
a
Uncle
movie.
Tom
It's a
22.
movie. I'm telling you, you're gonna love it.
yeah, bro. It's really good.
Got you.
Yeah. And do we dare mention Europa?
Maybe later.
I know what Europa is. You talking about on HBO Max?
No, no.
Oh,
This
that's Euphoria, I think. I'm
nah,
tweaking.
nah. You we didn't. We watched like the first episode of that. We was like, this is garbage.
You for oh hell
No,
no.
Oh
that's what I said.
hell
I
no.
thought that was the book. But what is that?
Europa is like the one of the greatest documentaries ever.
Man, man, that's a
It's
bold statement.
bro. When I tell you, you yeah, I'm gonna send you that too, because that and
Mhm.
Uncle Tom are like the two. Oh, and American Communist. What's that?
Oh, Anarchy.
American Anarchy. It's oh man, these shows, these
Anarchy
documentaries.
USA.
because when we started doing research, we were watching these documentaries, and they just lay it out so well, bro.
Right.
Yeah.
They lay it
Yeah,
out so
I need
well.
all the knowledge. I'm like a sponge, bro. Like
Yeah,
seriously.
Okay.
and
Like,
Just gonna send them all over.
you'll like it because
Just send them all.
Europa is 12 hours long.
oh.
Yeah, it's
But I can be
the
watching
thing.
that while I'm at work though. So that's like
Yeah,
what?
and
2 days work?
the thing with Europa, the reason why I like Europa so much because it's like you can research it and verify it, bro. It's like what the dude you would think because some people be watching the documentaries and then they just take it at face value, but you're not supposed to do that. If you can research it, you should research it. And I was researching Europa, and I was like, wow, it checks out. It
Mm-hmm.
definitely checks out. And then even um being a Hebrew Israelite, I think you will find a lot of stuff in there very helpful and just enlightening as far as your position on everything. I think it'll probably affirm your position too on
Okay.
certain things for sure.
Okay.
So yeah,
I got Euphoria, Uncle Tom 1 and 2,
yeah,
and
and Europa. It's called Europa: The Last Battle.
Europa. Okay,
Send them over.
Europa.
Yeah,
We gonna send up a list. We gonna type it all
don't worry.
out.
I'm gonna send them, and you can watch them
Yeah.
how you please. But please watch them. You will enjoy them, and you're gonna learn a lot. It's gonna blow your mind, bro.
Got
Blow
you.
your mind.
Lord, I'm scared now, man.
No,
Jeez.
don't be
Last,
scared. Don't be
no,
scared.
no, don't be scared. Last thing, are you hip to the JQ?
To the JQ. What's that?
Oh, never mind. You're gonna watch Europa. We're gonna catch you up to speed.
Yeah, you gotta catch me up, man.
We're gonna
I was like, I don't know everything, and I'm always willing to learn, bro.
yeah.
That's the
So
good part.
when we say we like far right, we far right, dog. Like
All right.
far right. Like if like we don't really care about the word when they call us Nazis. Okay, yeah, sure, we're Nazis. We're not literally Nazis, but like that's how far right we are because our views are like but it's insanely Christian. That's what it is.
Yeah.
The farther right you are, the more Christian you typically are supposed to be.
Yeah.
That's kind of how it is. That's because the ultimate conservatism is what are you conserving? The principles of God. You're conserving the word of God. And
Right.
progressive is progressing away from that. So that's the choice it is. So the further right you get, you're supposed to be going close to the word of God. But some people take that and go the other way. But
That's an
yeah,
excellent point, bro.
yeah. So like I
I'm gonna
said,
rewatch this. So I'm gonna rewatch this, bro, like 2, 3 times. Like seriously.
man, you should, bro. I'm
Crazy.
gonna rewatch it. I think this is very good, very very good, man. It's real good. Yeah. If you don't got nothing else, man, let the people know where they can find you at.
Y'all can catch me on YouTube, on X. YouTube being the Chicago Conservative, and X is at Turn Shy Red. And yeah,
Nice. All right. That's all we got, guys. We're going to catch you guys on the next video. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe, share with all your friends, share with all your black friends.
Especially.
And we
your
catch you guys on the
blackity
next
black
video.
friends at
Yeah,
that.
your bliggity black friends. All right.
Thanks.
All right. Y'all take it easy. Peace.
Peace.